Y98, it is the Courtney and Company morning show with our special guest, comedian Nikki Glaser.
Great to be here, guys.
Great to have you.
So fun.
Love St. Louis weather. Isn't it great?
It was nice yesterday.
Yesterday was pretty nice.
It got good. It got good out there.
I know. We're all ready
now
for
we're
spring.
Back. Oh, my God. I'm dying for it.
It's been the worst winter.
Yeah.
And you haven't even been here, but you travel.
I was in New York, and we had the same, unrelenting, where it was just like, when is this going to give? Where you just can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And everyone has, that seasonal affect disorder. You're just
I'm
mopey.
in a dark place right now.
I know. That's why we're napping all day.
I know.
If you're napping all day out there, listen, we all are. It's the weather. It's not you.
But it's supposed to be 70 here tomorrow. But rain in the forecast.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're going to be at the Funny Bone tonight.
Yep.
Sadly, it's sold out. I mean, not sadly for you.
It's good for the animals.
Right. Yes.
But sadly, if you're listening and you don't have tickets, you can't see
What
me.
a fun show. And Tim is going to be up on
sucks for
stage with you,
Yeah,
too?
Tim is going to be. You're opening, Tim, or what are you going to do?
We'll figure it out.
Tim's going to be doing some comedy. Can't wait to see it. I love Tim. Tim's so funny.
We have some Dancing with the Stars super fans who came in to talk to you off the air.
Oh, great.
And by the way, there was a list that came out.
During this, yes. Yeah.
We were talking about Dancing with the Stars because Nikki was on last season.
Day long.
Okay, listen.
About my stint. If you don't know, if you're listening, you don't know, I was on Dancing with the Stars and I got first voted off. And it's actually the opposite of first. I got 13th. I got I did the worst you can do on a show. Let me just say, I signed up for the show thinking, I literally said this in interviews leading up to the show, the first show in which I was voted off first as soon as they could get me off. So leading up to the show, I did a bunch of interviews where they're like, what are your goals? And I'm like, I'm a bad dancer. I'm not going to win. I'm not even going to get close to winning. You know what? I will have won if I'm just not first voted off. That's the only thing I want to achieve. And I want to fall in love with my dance partner. But
so you lost, but you lost on your own terms.
No. I learned that sometimes you do something that's really scary and you're like, you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? That's not going to happen. Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. I remember them saying my name when I got eliminated. I was like, I can't believe the worst thing that could have happened happened. And it's happening live on TV right now. And it's humiliating in the moment, but then you get over it.
Now you have
I don't know when that's going to happen, but apparently you do get over it.
You have material for years.
Yeah, right. I
Right.
really do. I have a lot of material on it now.
Yeah. ABC was like, we're going to help you with your act here.
That's essentially what they did. And I think they knew that. They're like, we need to get her off sooner because she is just taking notes.
Let's talk about the romance that happens because there's a big list of all the people that have hooked up from Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
People
I'm not
magazine.
kidding you. I genuinely, when I got a call from the producer of what do you want to achieve this season? I was like, I want to what do you want in a partner? I was like, I want someone who's emotionally available, who's going to be okay when I cry and isn't going to shame me for it because I don't handle
You
that
don't want
well.
a mean person.
And I will be crying a lot. This is going to be very difficult. I want someone very understanding and knowing that I have no experience and I'd like to maybe fall in love with my dance partner because I hear it happens and I'm willing to have a reality show romance. Let me have one. And they gave me a cold Russian, so not emotionally available, who I did not have a relationship with because he was married and he wouldn't. And so that's a joke. But he was married. I was like, what did you guys do? But it was still really fun. It was fun, but it was. What was your question? The romances. So many romances.
Right.
Okay, 16
and there's more
couples.
than that. Are you kidding me?
Oh, right. These are only the public ones that we know about.
Let me just say, you cannot dance that much with someone and not develop feelings. It is impossible. I don't care who you are, who you're in love with on the other side. You can't be that you can't be forced to hug someone for 6 hours a day,
Yes,
essentially,
I agree.
and not develop some kind of feelings. So whatever this list is, add double it.
Okay, one of the couples on this list actually was from last season.
Yeah.
Alexis Wren and Alan
Bernstein. Yes, those two. We saw it from day one. The cocktail party where we all got to know each other. The whole rumor was Alan just loves Alexis. He is just going after her hard, and he was following her around like a little puppy. We were all filming it. It was just so funny. They were at the end of the table. We kept doing the Instagram zoom in where it's ding 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 ding, and him just wistfully looking at her across the table.
Are they still together?
No. So then over the season, she had a boyfriend too, and but they were just like a cute. You could just tell he was like had a crush on her, and then she kind of started. You sense that something was going on. Then I got kicked off the show and I lost interest. But then, when I checked back in 6 episodes later, they're making out at a farm, like during one of the packages that plays before. They're suddenly making. I go, when did this happen? I'm texting everyone at the show, like they're together now. Where's her boyfriend? And they got together. Yeah, that was a real thing that happened. Alexis is a friend of mine. Alan is a friend of mine. And let me tell you, it was a real relationship. It wasn't a for TV thing. It wasn't, it happens because of the TV show.
Yes.
Right.
There's no doubt about it.
You're spending so much time together.
It's
You're
like
so
The Bachelor.
close.
It is more. You're set up to fall in love more than you are on The Bachelor. Those ladies are just in a house by themselves,
With occasional dates. Yeah, I
they're
believe
more
that.
likely to fall in love with themselves.
Yes.
They're spending so much
Well,
time
they
with
do.
each other, But on Dancing with the Stars, it is just it's a foregone conclusion that you're gonna have a slight crush on your dance partner. It really is. And so that was a real thing, and now they're not together anymore.
Well, and you talk about not being able to dance when you went on that show, but I have to say, I didn't realize what a beautiful singing voice you had.
I didn't either. This is news to me.
Well, no, you did it. You put an Instagram post up and you sang "Shallow," and you sounded great.
Yeah, I can do a good. Here's the thing, I can do it when I do an impression of a good singer. Then I'm a good singer because I'm just nailing
You're
what they
mimicking
sound
them.
like. Yeah, I'm mimicking. But when I do my own thing, people are like, we don't need any more of that. When I'm just like doing my own
A
singing
Nikki
voice.
original?
Yeah, but if I do like, tell me something, boy, aren't you tired of being so hard? Like it's so easy to do an impression. But yeah, I did. I sang a version of "Shallow" on my Instagram that I want to share with you. That is just a problem I had with the movie that a couple other people said they also had the same issue. So I sang my problem with the movie
To the tune.
From her perspective, and then it kind of switches to my perspective. You'll see it. Tell me something, boy.
Don't you think it's kind of weird that you took one verse that I shared with you in a parking lot in confidence, and then you went and wrote an entire song without my permission, and then you pulled me on stage one night, and somehow I knew all the words of this song that I didn't write. That was a plot hole I can't get over.
Okay, and then I gave up before it got too high.
Yeah, I feel like the music in the movie was good, but other than that, like I walked out with I went to see it with a bunch of people, and everyone's like, oh, it was so great. And I was like, it was okay. Like, I liked the songs. I appreciated all of the original songs, but I could have just watched them sing and not have a terrible plot.
Yeah, I agree with the plot. I think it tells you something about yourself, and if you reacted really emotionally to that, you're going through something. Like, you're really raw because I felt manipulated by it. And also, I didn't know that that's the plot of the movie that has been made several times. Like, I didn't know that ending was coming.
This was the first version, and I came in and told Courtney, and she's like, yeah, that happened in the last one too. I was like, heads up, someone could have told me. Trigger warning going into that one.
There were a lot of there was a lot of foreshadowing that it was going to happen. It was just heavy-handed.
Yes.
I felt another problem I had with it was like she goes, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. You're a drunk, and she's pushing his face, and she's like, she's over it. Then he goes and he literally wakes up on the street because he's so drunk the night before. Dave Chappelle pulls him up, remember?
Yeah.
He wakes up, and then she comes to get him that same day that he is woken up in his own vomit, probably, on the side of the road. And then she comes and she goes like, I forgive you. Nothing's changed since she's
right.
Nothing. And then he goes and gets a guitar string and makes a ring, and then she's getting married to this guy that nothing's changed. Like, it just was not a good moment for women, I don't think, in that movie, where it was just like she just needed some time to let him be worse, and then realize that she still needs him.
But she got to be a star.
I know, that's the other thing. It's she got to be a star. And then it was like, why? Who is this woman that she's parodying? Like, this pop star? Is that Lady Gaga?
Her? It looked like it was her career.
How is this poor woman who, first of all, has been told her, I've been told my whole life I'm ugly, that I shouldn't sing and no one appreciates me. It's like, who has told you you're ugly? You have a supportive dad. All of his buddies that hang out at the house seem to love you. It's like, who is this person that keeps telling you you're terrible because I think you invented them? And by the way, you're not ugly. And he goes, why don't you write your own songs? And she goes, because I'm ugly. And it's like, that's not the answer to that question. Ugly people write songs all the time. Maybe it's an answer to why you don't sing them out and about or whatever. But she also wasn't ugly. She had so much work done on her face. I'm like, where is this girl who waitresses for a living getting these injections? Like on the side, like that was a problem I had. As someone who has had injections in my face, I can see it. I know it when I see it, and that was a little. It concerned me.
Well, at least she didn't just take off her glasses and she was gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's or like just
ponytail.
the she's all that.
Yes,
Kiss me. You walk slow motion down some stairs and suddenly it's like, whoa.
Well, listen, we are so happy that you stopped by today.
So
and
fun.
If people want to follow you on social,
Yeah, Nikki Glaser, NikkIGlaser. I'm gonna come back to St. Louis at some point, and I want to sell out the pageant, and I won't do it until I can sell out the pageant, and I need enough St. Louis fans to make that happen, because you don't go home unless you go big.
Yeah, you're right.
And so I do these charity shows when I get back, but when I come back and I like really do a big theater show, I hope St. Louis comes out, because I grew up here, I love it here, went to Kirkwood High School. And yeah, so follow me on there, and I'll update you when I come back in town for like a big show or any charity shows that I come back for.
Nikki Glaser on Y98.
The music you